terrible posture, okay? And that's the reality of it. It's posture, poor habits over the last fucking however many years you've been like this, that's created that inability to do a push-up, all right? So that's what it is. It's your back muscles, your rhomboids, your traps, all these ones around here, upper back, have lost their ability to hold you up, lost the ability to hold your shoulder blades in place and your shoulders in place, all right? So that whole, this thing, all right, what is happening there is this isn't holding in place, so your shoulder blades are coming up, and we call it winging. Elbows coming out, shoulders fucking do all this sort of weird shit, all right? And they've lost their purpose. When you include everything, so when you do a push-up and your shoulder blades are in place, you're completing this chain of muscles down the back. So from the top, middle, all the way down the back. Completes that line, and then that's what will keep you up and keep you straight in the downward position. Okay, so on the way down, that is all back muscle. Holding me steady, all right? On the way up, yep, your chest, your tricep, and the front of your shoulders, but on the way down, that's just back. All back, all back, all back, all right? And the reason you guys find that so hard is from this poor posture thing, okay? And you think about a rubber band, you stretch it for, say you stretch it for a minute, what would happen? The thing would just sort of flop. So think about that. Muscles and tendons of the back have all stretched over time, over years of being like this, and then they've lost their purpose. All right, so that's what's happened. That's why I'm like, posture, posture, posture. So as soon as you get them back into place, the sooner all those muscles can start to switch on and come back into play. So they can start being utilised correctly, okay? Because this is extremely unnatural and our bodies don't understand what this is, but we force ourselves into this position day in, day out for years on end, and then our bodies are just all confused. And then we go and try and do something athletic, and our bodies are like, what the fuck is going on? All right, so there's a couple of things that are failing there, all right? Primarily, it's your back, all right? It's your back muscles, just non-existent, okay? And the other one's the core, all right? So we talk about that. 3 things I want you to think about, all right? So when you're in this position, you're doing these ones, all right? I want you to think about head up. I'll talk about head up because it instantly turns on the muscles in your upper back, all right? You let it hang, again, it's not turned on. Hold your head up and it turns on those muscles at the back, okay? So first thing is head up. Regardless of how hard that is, especially at the bottom, you're like, ugh, keep your head up, all right? Head up throughout the whole movement. The next thing I'm gonna say is rotate. What that does, instead of winging, you're rotating, all right? So you're basically like turning the earth, and that puts your shoulder blades back into place, all right? And it's gonna be really, really hard, and you're gonna wanna go back to this. Do your best. Head up, head up, head up, back straight, and keep your elbows rotated, all right? So they're at a 45 degrees from your body, not 90. Keep them at 45 degrees from your body, and tuck. And what I mean by tucking, it's common to sag like this. Is tucking, so bring your pelvis back underneath your torso, all right? How common is this stance, yeah? This terrible posture, all right? So you think of that, what do you call that, Keely? Keely just did anatomy on her.
What is that?
This, what is that, pelvic tilt? Posterior? Anyway, you're not impressing me.
I know what you're saying.
So,
I don't know where I am.
So what I'm saying is, like, when you're sagging, what we want to try and do is bring that pelvis back in line with our torso. Okay, so we've got our head up, rotating, and bringing that pelvis in line with our torso. Not letting it sag, not letting our butt fucking do this weird thing, okay? So head up, rotate, tuck, and that keeps that straight line all the way throughout the movement, right? And that's going to bring in heaps more muscles. At first, you're going to think it's harder, okay, because you're not used to it and all the dots aren't connected yet. But the sooner you start including everything, the quicker you'll be able to progress, because the quicker you're able to bring in everything and bring it in and create one, all right? Bring your body in as one rather than all these separate little entities, okay? So think about that, head up, rotate and tuck. And that's gonna give you that straight line. And like I said, it's gonna be hard at the start because it's not gonna make sense to your body, but as soon as we retrain that, then we'll be able to get you on track, okay? So don't worry if you can't get the depth just yet, just keep that form, right? Soon you'll be able to get that depth, you'll be able to get the reps there.